Hello guys. Welcome to Diablo the Primordial. This video is the continuation video after finally united. So if you have not watched it, then please watch it. The link is in the description. And please check out my second channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensura. So without any further delay, let's start. But before we start, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates. It's not about affinity or anything, only that his ability is completely inferior to Kazarium's ability. For example, he might be able to seal him if he used Triangle Pyramid. But, even if he honestly tries to seal her, it was bound to be avoided. Moreover, there's a possibility that even his strongest sealing technique may be broken in the worst case. After all, it's an absolute sealing barrier against demonic attribute, but Kazarium also have the holy attribute. This side might receive a fatal attack in the gap when he tries it carelessly. She's a troublesome opponent. Leon was thinking about the means to fight Kazarium while handling her attacks calmly. Leon-sama, do you have a good plan? Mizari asked. I have none. You're the same too, aren't you? All demonic attributed attacks would be nullified, won't they? Mizari was in the same situation as Leon, all her attacks were counterbalanced and she received damage from the excess energy. She seemed to begin to do some makeshift attacks, but everything was pinned down by Kazarium's power. Naturally, all magic was nullified. That's natural, since magic doesn't work against ultimate skill. Yes, it's very troublesome as he has the ability with both attribute of holy and demonic. Moreover, it's not just that. Kazarium's energy when converted into magic essence, seems to be more than 3 times than mine. It was a hopeless number. Right now, Mizari is equal to Leon, as she has become an awakened Demon Lord class. Her energy also greatly increases. But, Kazarium has a 3 times more energy compared to Mizari. Comparing it with himself, Leon estimated that Kazarium's energy to be a little less than 3 times of his. Spiritual power to handle the energy of pure light. That source becomes the aggregate amount of the holy aura which become energy, but, even in that energy, Kazarium is above those people. As in the performance of the ability and the quantity of energy. That doesn't mean that he has 6 times more power than them if holy and magic combined. He was simply changing the energy with his ability. That's why, he's more troublesome. In a word, it means he completely put the ability under control. Just like the name, Dominion Lord Melchizedek. Ho 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 ho. It's useless, useless. You two can't beat me. That's right, beg for your life. And then lick my shoes. If you do so, I may spare your life. A distorted smile floated as Kazarium suggests, but it's useless to hear it. After all, he didn't intend to really spare their life and only want to satisfy his desire to want to see their ungraceful appearance. Mostly because of such warped desire, he's going easy on them. It was foolish, but Kazarium made that grudge his reason to live. In Leon's view, he can see Footman tormenting Alros. If things keep going this way, it'd be dangerous. But, he didn't have any room to help him. Although he made his mind to fight until the bitter end, the situation remains at its worst. At that time, Bufo. Raising a scream, Footman was blown away. Who is that? Without any time to even think so. Are we late? No, looks like we barely made it in time. Such conversation was heard. 2 people who standing still without letting out any presence could be seen. Who are they? Such is Leon's question. Nice to meet you, I'm Benimaru. The number 1 subordinate, the faithful servant of the great demon lord Rimuru-sama. The one who bear the title of Flare Lord. I wonder who should I kill? A red-haired, handsome man declares while sprouting a refreshing smile. And, faithful? I'm certain that you are the most insincere one though. You're overshadowed next by Diablo or Zijin, you know. A blue-haired, handsome man standing next to Benimaru while letting out such tsukomi. Receiving Leon's gaze. I'm not a person worthy to introduce myself. I will only say that I'm the faithful shadow of the great demon lord Rimuru-sama. Well, don't worry about it. When I kill you all, there won't be any chance for us to meet anymore. He declared so while having a fearless smile. Hey, you, don't tattle about it, okay? Never spread the rumor about it, okay? Stupid, don't underestimate Diablo's intelligence network. Even if I don't say it, that demon will somehow hear about it. Put that aside, don't get carried away and thinking you can rampage around since it's been a while. Although the 2 are joking around, they're not relaxing their guard at all. Obviously indicating that they're not an ordinary person. Benimaru and also Rimuru shadow? To make even such people as his subordinates. And from their behavior, Leon realized it immediately without any doubt. The hearsay that the demon lord Rimuru is dead is to deceive the enemy. Similarly, Kazarium seemed to realize it too. Don't be joking? Demon lord Rimuru is dead. Such small fry introducing himself as a great demon lord is so presumptuous. He shouted in a loud voice. But that shout made the two angry. Benimaru loses his refreshing smile and his face becomes expressionless. The other person, Soy, who introduced himself as the great demon lord Shadow, is expressionless by nature, but cold light flickered in his eyes. The two shout at the same time. I will kill you. So. And the situation of the war enters a new phase. Kazarium has not noticed that he has thoroughly stepped onto a landmine. Now that he has attained power and significant growth, the thought that the Majin before Kazarium was a being greater than himself never crossed his mind, not even till the very end. Footman was lightly slugged by Benimaru, and he was launched all the way to the end of the hall. And he lay there not moving one bit. Footman, stop playing games, we're gonna massacre all of them. Get up quickly, and get on with killing Leon's weakling followers. Even though Kazarium gave him orders, Footman showed no sign of moving. Oi, Footman! What are you playing at? Hurry up and… Kazarium went and had a look at Footman in a fit of anger, only to lose all words shortly after. Footman lay sprawled on the ground showing the white of his eyes along with a bleeding nose, as though the entire ruckus he has been causing was but a lie. After crashing through a wall and bouncing a few times, his neck was twisted in an impossible angle. Both his upper and lower front teeth were broken. It is no coincidence that the teeth caved in the shape of a fist. Some sections of space were fixed too, making said sections unable to regenerate. Turning his attention to Benimaru, Kazarium clicked his tongue in another fit of anger. In the hall, which turned silent in an instant, one being fleetingly approached Footman. It was Laplace. He walked as he ignored Claude and Fran, who assumed wary stances with their swords. Laplace stopped beside Footman. And, Nay-san, this looks bad. Our boy Footman is down and out from DIABLO'S. Well, he is barely alive though, that Nay-san their probs had no intention of killing him. Laplace said with a, oh well kind of tone, as he lightly shrugged his shoulders. What's that? You mean to say Footman was taken out in one hit? Tear the Teardrop shouted out in surprise. Hearing that her fellow brethren, who was easily tougher than herself, was downed in a single attack, was a way too unreal topic. Tear, this ain't good. Fall back. It's not a good idea to take those Oni-sans lightly. From my perspective, ye ain't gonna cut it. It would most likely take me, and our captain, to be able to deal with them somehow. There's also that pretty demon Ju Chan with Demon Lord Leon. Odds are stacked against us now. What's the plan, Nay-san? With an easy-going tone, Laplace gave Kazarium his analysis of the current situation. He was hinting at, if we're gonna retreat, now would be the time. Kazarium snorts. Laplace, no need to cower that much. Leon is already in tatters. Guy's minion too, is at most a demon lord class weakling. Sure, demon nobles are pretty capable among the upper tier demons, but she ain't any better than Tear, who is demon lord class herself. We only need to be wary of those two. You and me are more than enough to deal with them. He impertinently declares. To his unshaken confidence, Laplace has nothing more to say, and simply shrugs. Kazarium was totally ignoring the fact that Footman, who was Demon Lord class himself, was out of commission from a single attack. Kazarium thought, the one he needed to be wary of was only Benimaru, who stands before him, and he can let Laplace deal with the inferior Soy. The truth was, it is a fact that we haven't even showed what we are really capable of. Laplace affirms Kazarium's words. As per Kazarium's orders to overwhelm Leon's forces, it's a fact that they have been slowly bashing down on them. But Laplace was still considering retreating, even after taking all that into account. Laplace's intuition sensitively picked up the changes in the situation, and was sounding a warning alarm. As if to prove Laplace's intuition was true, Mizari coolly stood back up. All the damage she took earlier, regenerated in an instant. All her external injuries disappeared, and her new outfit looked more dreadful than before. Gaining an impressive presence, she stays as expressionless as before, but gives off an imposing feeling. Nay-san, that Ju Chan's existential values have rocketed up. They're called Awakened Demon Lord's Eye? Though she is inferior to Ne Sant, Terre ain't able to handle that. Just as Laplace analyzed it, Mazari's energy levels swelled up to the level of an awakened demon lord. More like, her magic power that has been restrained up till now have been released, that kind of feeling. That's right. I, with the help of Demon Lord Rimuru, have evolved to the level of the awakened demon lords. With the impression that real battle experience would help me master this power most effectively, I took the liberty of having Kazarium Sama as my practice opponent. That being said, it looks like Leon Sama did notice the fact that I have been holding back. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have not watched my earlier videos, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And please check out my other channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensura. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.